Thinksabio, I welcome you all tonight for the moment, for the excitement, that we have been waiting or awaiting since close to 3 years. As you all know, in the history of Thinksabio, the birth date for Thinksabio, as you all know, is May 30th, 2018. You all know the story that, I'm very scared of stocks. I did not touch it for several years. And since I lost money in 1997, all that story. So you all, that day we read this article, which is, May 30th, 2018, that changed the whole game plan. And then we realized that, okay, we can do stocks a little bit differently. There is a way we can succeed, because if these institutions are making, we can make it too. So that's the whole thing, right? We are following the leaders. That's where we started the thing. And of course, since then, we have been progressing very well. We have seen the success and, how we can do things differently and how we can simplify investing, through this method that we are following the leaders, bottom line. And of course, the market will have the fluctuations and it will ups and downs. We all know that for the last 3 years, we have been experiencing the game. But our confidence, courage, patience, PC square, the formula that we defined, has been giving us, the courage to invest and, build the wealth. There's no question about it. We have proven the metal. And of course, we have 10,000 people who are also eyewitnessed it. The method that we have been trying is working out. So for all these years, as you know, for the last 3 years, our team is serving you through Telegram app or WhatsApp app and all that. And we only have limited that we can support you with the method we were following earlier. So since then, we have been thinking how to build a website using which you can do whatever you want at any given time, at your fingertips, 24/7. And, that effort has been on since maybe I would say 1 year, 3 months. Our team has been dedicatedly working behind the scenes. You have seen the number of people I listed. They're all, somebody said a village of people worked on it. I like the word. But truly, a lot of people have put in efforts. Although I was not available for 9 months, 20 days, that this has been going on. But anyway, so before I start the website, I wanted to recognize two people, as you all know, without whom I would not have been, doing this presentation tonight. But two people, my friend, I wanted to profusely thank Mr. Vimal Kollappa, sir, who I met. He has done tremendous help during my challenging times. He is a selfless man, and unconditional help he has extended, I would be very grateful throughout my life. The second person I would recognize is Srinivas Hasti, without whom I would never been on this entrepreneur journey. He has been with me since 20 plus years, 21 years. He stood with my success and failures and everything, he stood with me. And matter of fact, his company is the one who built this website for us, AI Thinkers, who has a lot of IITians from India and, all good stuff. But besides all that, Asti has been my friend, my God, my, mentor, anything you can name it. He is a fantastic person I ever met in my life in 1999 timeframe in Durham, North Carolina. We were, bachelors and roommates. But since then, our friendship continued, till date, and it will be there forever. So I want to thank those two people, and let's get into our, presentation. I know everybody is exciting. So the plan here is tonight we'll be showing you what features we have. I know there are unending or never-ending features we have in our minds, but as you know, everything cannot be accomplished. So we tried our best, and we thought, man, we should have given this and all, but some we couldn't deliver it at this first version. But there's a lot of thoughts are in our mind, and I'm positive you will be giving a lot of wish list as well once you see the website. So there's a lot of ongoing and continuous new versions we will be building together, Thinksabians. And many of you since 3 years have already given a lot of feedback. Your feedback has been taken very well, and we have included every possible requirement you mentioned since 3 years. We have carefully noted, and we have accomplished it as much as we can, and we still will be doing a lot more the data that we have, we can do wonders. We can move the mountains, we can part the seas, we can create the miracles. That has been very clear, and we have proved it. So there's a lot more to do, a lot more to expect, but be kind to embrace what we have, and again, we will be doing a lot more in the future. And one last thing is, tonight what we are going to do is a presentation, but you will not be able to sign in yet until morning, or we'll be letting you know when the sign in, or when the new website you can officially log in. Okay, you kindly have to give us few more hours after this presentation, so because some of the work has to be done to make the prod ready. So with that being said, I will get into our new website right now. It's app.thinksabio.com, where you can get in yet, as said. So this is how your I'm skipping the introduction part. I'm directly coming into the login page. Okay, so as to save some time. Okay. So this is the our buzzwords. As you all know, mountain of courage, winner's dream, all this kind of positive spin. We are always positive thinkers in Thinksabio. No matter how the market drives us, we never quit nor we give up, period. Let the market do whatever the dance it wants to do it. But Thinksabians will never quit, because we know our method is going to work with the patients, with abundance of patients. That's our concept. We proved it, and let's get into and one more thing is the legal terms and conditions is also going to be the new one. We met with 3 top attorneys in the United States who are good at SEC rules and regulations. So we made sure that we are not breaking any SEC rules or laws by knowingly or unknowingly. So they have thoroughly went 1 week. We went through with their meetings and all. They have drafted us the terms and conditions. So we are not an advisory firm. You have to please make a note. We are not an advisory, financial advisory firm. We're only sharing the data from the third parties or from the SEC website. So we will not be giving any individual financial advice, but we're only sharing the data. Either Thinksabians or Thinksabio is only sharing the data. And our information cannot be reproduced anywhere else, either knowingly or unknowingly in anywhere else for commercial purpose. That's against the law, the rules written by our attorneys. So please keep in mind, and those are the legal terms. So we'll be logging in, and this is how once you log in, you will be seeing in our website. So we have let's look at it. We have predominantly 5 features or 5 tabs, right? My Universe and Search and Reports and Our Picks and Thinksabio tab. Thinksabio tab is more like founder story, frequently asked question, refer friends. Some more, a few will be coming in the future. As said, we are going to put Thinksabio University, where you will have training sessions, or the our EV stocks, or whatever you want it right away. We'll be putting over there in the future. Okay. So the first one I wanted to start off is My Universe. This is one of my best favorite, and I dreamt of having this is My Universe, right? So in the My Universe, I have 2 tabs. One is Real Portfolio, the other one is Virtual Portfolio. Okay, I'll talk about Real Portfolio. The intention behind the Real Portfolio is I may have a trading account in Robinhood or Charles Schwab or whatever Webull. So the intention is you enter your portfolio details, like your stocks and average cost, and we will provide you the health check. That is the intention behind it. Let me do a live. Okay, so I have, this is my Robinhood / Webull / Wells Fargo, whatever, So this is my NIO. This is the real information, right? Of course, number of shares, maybe I will cut it down to whatever number, but the average cost is the true one, which I shared you this morning. And I will be adding my number of shares times average cost. Okay. And then I will be continuous to enter whatever the stocks that I have in my portfolio, right? And then number of shares, whatever. And my average cost in reality is $6.60. So I'll be adding that. I'll be adding around 10. That's all I have. So be, to just see the power of what it can do for us, right? So I have Tesla. Let's say I have 50. So my average is $361.61, which is real number. And this information is secured. Whatever you enter, it will live in the Thinksabio. So you don't have to worry about any information going out or whatever, right? So every information you have here is secured and 100% protected. So I have a C Limited, and let's say I have, 250.
Sai, just a request. Can you close that download bar, whatever you have, that cross mark at the end?
This one?
Below your screen, that cross mark.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. User request. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry about it. So I'm entering my favorite stock SC, right? So I have a few more. Okay, please be patient. I have the Zone. This is another one. So let's say, so I got it 16 cents, which is real true. So I have Moderna. Let's say I have 50 shares, and I got it $56.29. And I have ONTX. Let's say 20,000 at 0.57. We have Carvana. Let's say I have 50. Average is 60.19. And 3 more to go, my friends. I have PDD. Let's say I have 100 at 34.92. Okay. I have CRWD. I have 100 at 59.55. And I have EYEZ. One last one left. So I have 5,000, and my average was 4.64. Okay, the last one, I have DraftKings. The number of shares, say 20. And 53.44 is the average. Okay, so this is my entire portfolio, right? So what we are trying to accomplish through this thing is, this is normal, probably you will see everywhere. Total market value is you take current shares times current price, and today what was my return, and overall what was my returns, right? How much is I invested, right? And here you see, you can add or delete or whatever, right? And here is the most important thing, right? This is normal. Even stocks, you will see anywhere, these are all your stocks, and your average cost, total return, today's return, everything is pretty much normal, right? And here you have the totals and all this good stuff. But the key thing here is your health check. This is the significance of our Thinksabio. So we are going to provide you for your stocks, what is the institution's behavior? That is the uniqueness of Thinksabio. Okay, what is the institution's behavior? Tesla. So what is the current institution's counts looking like? And Thinksabio conclusion. Thinksabio, it's like a conclusion. Doesn't mean, it's investment advice or whatever. It's a conclusion based on our institutions counts that we have in our database, right? Tesla Q3 institution count is 1,067. Now it is 2,087. So whatever this that I have, I will be always cross-checking what is the institution's behavior against the stocks that I invested. So it's going to give me confidence or courage to see what I should be doing, right? So that is the advantage of this health check. And here you see what is the YTD overall 1 year and 5 year, all the kind of the information is under the health check. So that is the significance of the new health check It'll help you to understand where you stand with your stocks, right? And so here you can see by sector what other overall institutions have done with these kind of stocks and where your allocations are. This is just show how the institution's behavior against your stocks. This is a health check, right? Right now we are doing in our Telegram, it's called UPHC. Your portfolio health check, if you recollect it, kind of that. That's what. But here it does it by automatically for all your stocks that you enter. So it's all done. So it's here under health check, you have three features. By institution, you will see what the institution counts are. But here, default, we are giving 2 quarters. But if you want more quarters, perhaps you can even select the quarters and then you get 3 quarters. Latest 3 quarters, always. Latest 3. Q2, Q3, Q4. What is the institution behavior? Well, Tesla, it's keep going up. Oh, that's a good sign for my stock, what I have. Right? So that you can make some decision, perhaps, what you want to do with your stocks. That is the idea behind this health check. I want to know 4 quarters, perhaps. So you have Q1 20, Q2 20, Q3. See, this is all dynamic. That is the beauty of our website. See, until now, in our old website, you can only do, it's static. You just click and get, you see what we have provided there. But here, it's you are the captain. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want to see it here, right? You're seeing 4 quarters. So what's happening with CrowdStrike? It's 347 became 549, 549 became 656, 843. I'm super cool. I don't have to worry about my CrowdStrike. This is still going to be a long-term stock. If anybody reduces significantly, then I may want to look at it, what's happening here, right? But that's the reason why, this health check is going to help you to understand what is the behavior of your stocks. Okay, so that is the by institution. Here by sector. By sector, we will be showing what is the institution's allocations. Institutions, what is their percentages. So this is the by sector wise. Coming to the by favorite institution, here you can enter, let's say you like Bailey Gifford, right? So you wanted to know whether Bailey Gifford has any stocks that you have. So that is going to provide you here, what is the Bailey Gifford story against the stock that you already have. I can also enter more than one institution. I wanted to know, anything that Renaissance has that I have it, right? So Renaissance Technologies. So if Renaissance has it, Renaissance has Tesla too, but what is his shares? So it gives me an idea of my favorite institutions who are into my stocks that I have. And then you can see it, okay, Bailey Gifford has, SC, and he has NIO, and he has Q3 has 108,000, and now he has 107. He sold around 1 million shares. Okay, I'm super cool. He has 107 million NIO shares, right? And Tesla, he has 34 million in Q3. Now he has 27 million. He sold maybe 7 million shares to realize profit. All kind of the good stuff. So here you can check against your institution, whatever the favorite institution you have, and then see, ARC management, right? We all know. Yeah, ARC Investment Management LLC. If she has anything over here, she has Tesla, right? So whatever she has of the stocks that you have, it will be displaying here. And then you can see she has SC. She's been buying left and right off late. In Q3, she has 1.1 million, and now it is 1.9 million. According to 13 FHR, I know she's posting every day her ETF story, but that is different than this quarterly filings. Okay, so likewise, you can check whatever the institutions that your favorite, you can check it here. And that's how you can do your health check. In the future, you can even save these. And unfortunately, right now, we don't have that option, but we will be working in the future releases. Your favorite institutions, you can save it. So you don't have to type each and, every time when you get in here. So as usual, you all know column visibility. So I don't want to spend time on it. You can hide whichever columns you don't want. So this is the basic behavior of real portfolio, my friends. And again, in the current release, we are only giving one one portfolio you can enter. I know some people may have 2 portfolios, 3 portfolios in real time. So for this release, we will live with just one portfolio, and in the future, we'll allow you to have, you may have Charles Schwab or you may have Webull. You can enter, you can give the portfolio name and you can enter and you can monitor however you want it. That's our future expectation. Okay. Next one is, let's go to the virtual portfolio, right? This is the one we were talking yesterday. I know many of you got it. We would be giving $10,000, right? So I already have here, I entered, but anyway, so virtual portfolio, you can trade it here. It's virtual portfolio, but we are giving you $10,000 total, right? And you can really do a trading kind of an experience, so that people who are new, or people who cannot really buy, or who wanted to wait and see what is going to happen to this particular stock, they can pretend as if they are buying, as if they are investing here. So I come here and I will say, okay, coin, right? No, coin was not there yet. Whatever, the new stock could be, I wanted to buy PayPal or PCTY, whatever it is, right? So you can buy by the shares or by dollars, whatever the way you want to do it, right? I can say I wanted to buy 5 shares, or let's say 2 shares. So you can just review order. It's just like in any other trading platform experience we try to provide you, right? So you just added and you have now your remaining balance is 7,100. So likewise, you can same, like, you can see the health check and everything. But in the virtual portfolio, you can trade it. I mean, it's a paper trading, not real trading, right? But you can have an experience of doing a real trading through this platform, virtual platform. And this will be very helpful for the new investors who wanted to understand how the investing works, or you wanted to try it out, how certain picks will work, or whatnot. Everything you can do it through this virtual portfolio. Right? It's the same behavior. You can check it out and all this. So I think this will be pretty exciting. I hope for every one of you, this is our dream to have both portfolios, so that you can have a good trading experience as well. Okay. So the next one comes is alerts. Right now, we have provided alerts to create only on Sec13D data. Okay. So you come here, you can create alert and you give alert, Sai and Sabi, whenever Sabi does it, or intracoastal, I wanted to know their transactions, right? I don't want to select symbol. I only want to select Sabi management or intracoastal. Whenever they do a transaction, right? Another one is Bay Bridge, right? Who's the other one? Sabi, intracoastal, and CVI. Yeah, CVI investments, right? If any of these guys make any transactions, you alert me, right? So that's what, and when you create the alert, it is going to send you an email as you recorded, on your email, whatever the email you have created. So this is going to show you, okay, whenever these 3 guys make any transaction, you will get an email, right away, saying that so and so Sabi management bought so and so transaction. So you can create alerts likewise, whichever way you want. You can edit it, you can delete it, whatever you want to do it. So your options are, you can select a particular symbol you may be interested in, and then you may select a particular institution. Say I wanted to know if any, okay, Aston doesn't make any sense. If anybody buy NEO or JMIA or DADA or TRVG, so any of those 4 symbols bought by anybody, just let me know. Any activity, right? And likewise, sky is the limit. Here you can say, shares activity. If anybody bought it, sold it, you tell me. Or if anybody newly bought, NB, newly bought. If anybody newly buy, plug, 1 second, 1 second. 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 or data, whatever the stocks that we have, right? MVs, let me know. Newly buy, create an alert, right? Sky is the limit, my friends. You can do whatever you want. Again, this is again the basic prototype. Later, you can create alerts based on the institution count changes or particular price, whatnot. There's a never ending. We can do it. But right now, for the first release, we are going by 5 seconds only for now. Okay. So these are the alerts, and you can delete and whatnot. You can do. Okay. So the next one is Thinksabio's activity. This is very important, as many of you have already said. What we are trying to do in Thinksabio activity is here in Telegram. Many people are asking the reports day in, day out, as you all know. I want this report, I want that report. So when we go, eventually we'll be, once we have the new website, nobody will be asking these reports, right? Because everything is available at your fingertips. So how do I know, what other Thinksabians are searching, right? That's very critical information. Somebody like, Danu or, Ram or Venu or whoever might be searching some really good symbols, Iqbal or Teja, whoever it is, right? I don't want to miss somebody's what they are searching. Since it's not a confidential information, we're not going to say who searched it. All we're going to say is live, by the symbol count, right? Highest count being the toppest, will be showing you every second, or it's a constant update. If whoever is searching, the highest symbols will be shown here in this count. Okay, this is the test data, right? Obviously, so Tesla was searched 6 times by Thinksabians, whoever it could be, and it will be counting unique ones. So I may have searched 3 times, but I should only be counted as 1 because I is only 1 person, right? So likewise, all the Thinksabians unique numbers will be taken and will be shown over here. That way, you can keep coming here and see what other people are doing. So right now we're only tracking what symbols they are searching and what institutions they are searching right now. Okay. So this is we thought will be a very good feature so that we will understand. And accordingly, we also, as always, we brought, for example, somebody is testing, mass. You wanted to know, well, what is the institution story and what is the sec counts? What is the YTD? All 9 yards, right? To make life easy. And the whole idea is, to make a decision for you. Whatever someone is searching, is that really meaningful to me? Am I missing anything? That is what we are trying to answer through Thinksabians activity. So here you can find their activities by daily, by monthly, or quarterly, whatever way you want it. Right? So of course, you may have more wish list. We would love to hear from you once you start viewing the website. We have the feedback or wish list, or you can also ping our group in Telegram and then say whatever your wish list is. We'll try to accomplish as many as we can in subsequent releases. Again, we are building Thinksabians. It's your ideas are also here, and our ideas. It's a combination. It's a team enlightenment. Thinksabians enlightenment. So that is the feature of my Thinksabians activity. With the personal information, financial information, change password, they're pretty standard. We don't want to go, but it's just if you want, you can fill it, and you are not you're not required to do it. It's just to know what range and all. So let's not worry about that. And so to highlight, these are the 3 critical features in my universe: portfolio, alerts, and Thinksabians activity. Okay. So I will move to our picks, and I'll come back to search and reports later. So let's first go with our picks. I know some of the new Thinksabians will be joining, or our existing Thinksabians want to know what's been Thinksabio has posted, right? That's the most needed feature in our Telegram group. So instead of, here we make our life easy. So here what we show is, did we recommend anything today? So we'll be here. Today we don't have any. So if at all, it will be there. Otherwise, all picks by year or by month, you can select whatever you wanted, right? So you can select April. These are the stocks we recommended or we posted, whatever you call it. And here you have the page limit, all those 9 yards. So here you have a search button, you have a filters, you can do whatever you want to do it. But these are the stocks which we are posting to the Thinksabio. And by date and by month, you can select whatever you want. And you can go to quarterly and you can select, in quarter 2, what are the stocks we suggested. what is our presentation and whatnot. So here we have provided evergreen. Remember, we have given evergreen stock list. So those are available, readily available over here. You can go and check it out. What we are saying is evergreen stock. Again, as you all know, this is the Thinksabio's thoughtfulness based on the data. And again, you always do your due diligence and you be the captain when you are making the decision. Thinksabio is only providing solid choices based on the data that we have. End of the day, you will be the one who is taking the decision and be accountable and kindly be responsible what you're making. So this is the features of our picks, right? It's pretty straightforward. What was the symbol we suggested? Name, sector, posted date, price on the posted date, and highest price that went since we said, and highest growth since we posted, and highest price, blah blah blah. All these features might be or columns will be available for you to go through and see what happened to the stocks that we have invested, whatnot. Right. So today's pick will be here, and all picks will be there, and top quarterly and all the kind of stocks information will be there. So here you can click for the why. We'll provide you some information. What we thought was the reason and all this. Right? Some of the old may not have it, but we'll try to provide whatever the possible information we have provided in the data. In Telegram group will be here. Possible reasons, right? Anyway, this is how the behavior of you can expand here in whatever we posted for WBA in the Telegram group will be here. This is the reason why we picked and all kind of stuff. Okay. So that's our picks, Thinksabians, the story of our picks. We will definitely look forward to your feedback to see what you might be needing more or whatnot. We thought these will be a good start for us under the our picks. Okay. So the next comes is reports. As you know, search and reports are pretty much the same in the sense that people who do not know how to search, we wanted to give them an option for reports. People might be busy, or some people may not have even knowledge honestly about how to search, or they don't know, like Steve Jobs says, until you show them, customers do not know what they want, kind of an attitude. It's some people, we are aiming a common man. Please remember, our intention of Thinksabio is to change the perception or the fear that common man have is I don't know how to invest. I'm so fearful because there's so much is there how to invest. I'm one of them, as you all know. So we are trying to teach them differently. Hey, you may not know it. You may not have a financial degree. You may not have a college degree. You may be working in Walmart, or you may be in McDonald's, or you don't have an education for whatever reasons, unfortunately. But you still can invest and you can really do well is the concept we are trying to teach through Thinksabio. And we are trying to show here in the reports, you just go click it and see what you can learn it. And of course, Thinksabio is going to provide continuous training sessions to better understand our data, as frequently as possible, so that even common man will be able to understand our website. Of course, educated people, no brainer, they can get it. But our goal is, as I said, very common person who is struggling in their life, we want to teach them the power of investing at their early ages. So that's the main goal, right? So anyway, coming to the reports, we made it the one important thing in the reports is here. When you click the reports, you will immediately we are showing you the trending stocks. So this is the highlighted feature that you may not have thought or heard of, but that's coming through tonight for you is trending stocks. So how we are doing the trending stock is we take the stock price of the yesterday, and then we take the current price. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, in the new website, your stock price will be 15 minutes delay. That's it. Yes, I know in our old website we are delayed by 1 day, 24 hours. But with the new amendment, with the new one we are launching, we are only delayed by 15 minutes, which we are going to work on that too in a subsequent releases, and that will be a live. Okay, so right now we accomplish it to only a 15-minute lag. So here what we do is we take yesterday's price and we take the current price and we calculate the latest, how much returns. That's where we are saying these are the trending stocks. If you come on the morning of, on Monday or Friday, whatever, whenever we give it to you, either Friday or Monday, right? So you'll be every day morning, you can come here and see what's the trending if you are interested, right? And the beauty is we are going to show you how much, our unique feature is how many institutions are there, Q3, Q4, and sec counts. That way you will be able to make a decision. Do I need to take a deep look about this stock? It's trending. Well, the institution count, let's take an example. This is a live example, right? This is a live example. If you see MTSL is showing 96.5% returns. Honestly, when just a few minutes ago, our Thinksabio Sindhu has posted about this one, MTSL. The reason why she posted was here we have seen this returns are 96.55. And what we did was we went to Google and then say, okay, what is going on with MTSL? And this guy has a merger. This happened, 6 hours ago. And that's why the after hours price gone up. You see here, it's already went up by 123% after hours. I don't know what happens in the morning. So that's what our website caught it, and it's already showing in our trending stocks. You see how super fast we are, right? And the beauty is we are showing you the counts over here, okay? And another beauty is, which I will be showing you when I go to search, but since we are already here, I have to show it undeniably. So if you click on it, you will be seeing our beautiful ISR report over here, right? So you can see all the things that you are seeing or you will be seeing here. And I will open it and show it when we go to search page. But right now I wanted to show you from here, you can go and check it out, who these top 3 SEC, here we said, sorry, hold on. Here we said Sec 13D has 3 entries. So I wanted to know immediately who those are. I come here, Sec 13D, okay, tell me the story. Well, Custodian Ventures has entered and their current shares are 420,000. And he gave us this information on 14 January. And then this guy again made a transaction on March 31st, which is, maybe 15 days ago. He increased it from 424,000 to 635,000. So he knew something is happening here. And of course, as always, you can click the web link and you see this government data, SEC data. You can cross-verify what we are presenting is correct or not as well, right? And then you see the top 10 institutions, whatever, the same story. I'll come back to this, the beautiful ISR again, but I wanted to show you that you can do it from here itself, whatever you want to do. Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. Okay, so this is the trending stocks, and here we are also bringing the volume. But right now we are only bringing yesterday's volume, but our engineers are working as speaking. They are also planning to bring the current volume. But in truthfully speaking, the volume, the real exact volume will only come at the end of the day. That's what all the Wall Street or Barron's, they're all saying. But still, you can get the current volume to an approximate level. So that we will be working in the probably next few days. But right now, whatever you are seeing here is yesterday's volume to get you an idea of what happened, right? So here we show previous price and current price is exactly, it could be maybe delayed by 15 minutes if it is trading time. Right now, it should match to pretty much to our any other website. It should be close. Okay? And then how much returns it could be, and then the counts and all. Right? This is the an exciting feature of our trending stocks in our new website. Right? I hope you will all be loving and embracing this the trending stocks. The next one is here you have a lot of features. Just like whatever you are doing in your reports over here, you should be able to do pretty much the same. Pretty much. Some may be missing, but which we will add. But our idea is to make it everything whatever you are doing. Another important one which you all know is Sec 13D latest report. These two are, they are ongoing current everyday transactions. You may want to see it without a fail. Because trending stocks, you want to see what's all trending, and you wanted to know who are all the latest transactions are done by Sec 13D. Right? This is what you are seeing here in your in your current one. Here is what you will be seeing. This is exact behavior you will be seeing here in Sec 13D latest transactions. Right? Again, you will see the same pretty much whatever you are seeing here. You will be seeing the same one over here. Right? Pretty much. So as usual, you have filters, column visibility, and you can, the beauty is right now, when you see this report, you are coming to a Telegram group and you are asking, hey, give me the RTP report. But you don't have to do it anymore. You just click it, boom, you have this report here at your fingertips. Whatever you want, right? We'll come back to this again, but as I said, I'm going to see what's the story of this thing, and I can see the web links and all the beauty, right? So that's the latest Sec13D transaction. So here, as usual, I can go to Sec13D, I can see by symbol or all, whatnot, right? By symbol summary, you can see it like you are seeing there. And here we are showing the counts, and these are all normal, right? Whatever you have been experiencing, those who have been familiar with our old website, you will be able to navigate pretty easily, pretty fairly well. For the new people, still it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty much, but you can do, all the good stuff. So, and then of course, the all report, you will see all the transactions from the Sec13D since an year, right? And so I'm not going through it. You can explore that all that later. But this is the behavior of your latest Sec13D transaction. So we'll be uploading, and of course, here you have the option to go how many pages you want, all 9 yards. Okay, so I will go to in the daily, you can, of course, you have ad hoc, moving averages, $100, everything, whatever you have, you should be able to, pretty much get it here, right? All stocks moving averages. I know this request was, this request came from Thinksabio. They said, I wanted to have a, 15 days, 10 days moving average, 100, 200, all that, good, right? Here you can select whatever the symbol, moving averages you want. You can go to filter, and then you can say, I wanted to know, Tesla, right? I wanted to know the moving average of Tesla story, right? Okay, well, here is the moving average. 5 days ago, this price is this much. And, 200 days ago, if you look at it, it was rocking. I know the market fell since then, but this is how you see whatever the things you wanted, right? So sky is the limit. Whatever you want to do it, you can do it at your fingertips. You can play with it, filters, column visibility, whatever you want. I'm not going through each and every one because, you can do that. I'm going pretty much high level. And, here you can find all institutions report. You can get it, all institutions, whatever we have, and their, this might be taking a little bit query time, but our engineers are working to optimize it. So, and here we'll be bringing all the institutions we have. That's why it's taking a little bit time, but we'll be working on it, I promise. And here, here we are only showing 2 quarters. See all the symbols you have, whatever the symbols we have, you see here 14,000 symbols we have, and we brought all those 14 symbols here, no kidding. And here you can select how many quarters, data you want. The institution counts we have. You want 4, you name it, you get it. 4 quarters, institution counts, you're going to see it here. See the beauty of it. See, and you can select whatever the symbol you want, right? I wanted NIO, perhaps. And I want JMIA. I want SC, right? And then, and so these are the story I wanted to see, what is happening with my institution count. SC 307 became 380, 380 became 476, 477 became 594. Wow, kind of an attitude, right? So this will show, whatever you want to do it. You can select whatever the count, quarters. We have 12 quarters of data. Sky is the limit. You can go for it, right? You can see whatever the institution counts we have. So, those are the different features we have. You can select and then do, whatever you want to do it. Here, all institutions count, you will get it, right? So that's if you have any questions, please note down, my friends, and then we'll discuss at the end of the presentation. We'll take all your questions because many suggested, don't take question and answers during the session. That's the reason why we unfortunately have to defer that to end of the session. So that's the all institution counts, and daily reports. You have ad hoc under $1. I know, I'm a dollar boy, and I know some of you might be interested. So if at all you can see what are all the under $1 as of as of this point of time. What are all the stocks which are under $1? And here As always, we will show you what are all the $100 and what are all the institution counts, so that you can get an idea whether you really want to take a look at it or not. And here, as always, I think we need to put a question mark here to explain to the new people who is a hedge hero. Thinksabians knows who hedge hero is, and I'm sorry that we haven't put that question mark explain to the new people. Here is a Renaissance technology. We are also showing whether he is in that penny stock or not by showing the same behavior as you see here. In daily reports, you have ad hoc $100. It's the same behavior we are doing here. We are saying hedge hero Jim's. Well, here we put Jim Simons. We should have put it over there, and definitely I failed. But anyway, it's the same behavior here, right? You can see what are all the $100 stocks, and then what are the institution counts, and what are the shares and all the stuff, right? And of course, there is always a lot of room to grow here. Here also, you may want to add how many quarters you wanted to see, Q4, Q3, whatnot. We'll do it all that, going forward. But this is how the behavior of $100. Okay. And then, another one important feature which we'll be talking through search also is the insiders. Insiders data, I think so far you have not been introduced to our old one, but here you will be introduced to experience insiders data as well. And latest data is the same like sector Tindi, who are all the insiders latest buying as of today. So these are all the people who reported today as speaking, right? This to here, my screen better. And as always, right, you can see who are all the CEOs or directors or whoever have bought and sold and not. And if you have, you can go to filter and check for your particular symbol that you may be interested in. Did anybody buy in, I'm just picking the one which is already there here so that I can, pinpointedly see only AMGN. Okay. So this guy AMGN, Sugar Ronald, has, has previous shares, bought and sold, whatnot, all the 9-yard story, right? And in the future, we are going to present you the SEC form also, just like sector Tindi we are showing. But right now we don't have it, but we will provide you in the future so that you can open and see really whether this particular Sugar Ronald did the transaction really or not. So for your verification purpose. But for this release, we may have to compromise, but we'll be doing it in the future. So this is the new feature you will be embracing, which you have not seen before. Ending stocks, virtual real portfolio, and SEC 13 and latest insider transactions is the new one that you will be embracing it in our new website, right? And here you can see all the transactions that happened today at 15th April. Today, these are the things that happened. So if you see ZS and then who did it, what and what reduced or whatever, right? And here you can also go to, here we didn't provide the status. I think we'll be doing it in the next release. You can put the status here in the filter and then you can find who newly bought. And that way you can see whoever has newly bought. Okay, I think that's not going to work. But anyway, so this is going to, we're going to introduce the status filter also here so that you can see who are all newly bought today, right? That way
you can use the drop down, all drop down.
This one?
No, the all drop down, right next to filter.
Oh, right next to filter. What do I have?
No, sorry, right next to filter. If you go up, scroll up. Yeah, the all drop down you have.
Oh,
right?
this one?
Left side.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Here you can see buy and sell. Sorry, I forgot that part. My bad. Thank you, Danu. So here you can see who are all bought and who are all sold. Yeah, that's a good one. I forgot that. My bad. You see IK and E. I think I recollect seeing that in our sector Tindi also today. They newly bought. I think the insider is newly buying IKEA Oncology. I strongly remember today we posted an alert that somebody bought today IK and E. Right? So likewise, you can see who are the insiders buying and who are the insiders selling as well. Right? So that's the beauty of our new feature under daily insider. You can embrace this in the search too, which we will discuss later. So either way, as I said, pretty much search and reports should replicate and available. I mean, more is available in search than reports, but pretty much reports also trying to help those who don't know how to search. Okay. So the next one is weekly. I think Dow theory, pretty much everybody knows it. Here we take the averages of each week, and then we see how many of the stocks each week of average is previous one is greater than the next one. That's where you will be. You just try to understand the trending. That's where you know if the stock is continuously going, from the last 4 weeks. Here we showed default 4, but you can pick, if the stocks are going 10 weeks continuously higher, show me. Right, so that way these are the stocks which are continuously going up since 10 weeks. The averages, we are talking about the averages, not the real price, the average of the week. As you know, we take each week and sum it up all 5 days closing price and then average it. So these are the stocks which went up 5 weeks continuously. So you may want to take a look at it, what's going on here, right? And as usual, this is same as what you are seeing, Thinksabio. Here you have institution counts, everything. You can make a decision based on that. So this particular, QORLY is going up last 10 weeks. So what is the story? Okay, what is the institution counts here? Well, institution counts are, going up. So that seems to be a good one. Okay, let me think about it. And then, you can do whatever you want to do it. And everywhere, whenever you see a symbol, you can directly go to see their direct stock through our search option, right? That's going to get you the ISR report, as fast as it can, right? You can see that, and then you can come back. You don't have to ask reports anymore. I know people might be shy or can't ask so many reports and whatnot. All that will be gone effective tomorrow or Monday, whatever, right? So that's the beauty of this web, dynamical. Right? Now let's go to quarterly, and everything. You can do whatever you want to do it. You can do it here. All institutions. You can take newly bought, ultimate reports, other reports, and if you go to ultimate reports, here how many quarters you want and counts, shares, which one you wanted to know increased, right? I want to know last 4 quarters or 5 quarters who are all increased it. Let's look at last 3 quarters. If you see it, and then I wanted to know, here you can put whatever the filters you want, the price, and all kind of the good stuff, right? And so this is the behavior of quarterly reports and newly bought. I wanted to know who are all the stocks, which are all the new stocks, the institutions are newly bought, right? Some of the queries may be taking a little longer than you may anticipate, but we'll be working on it. Please give us some time. We are aware. Some of the queries we definitely want to optimize. We will be doing it. Our engineers are already working. And some of the volunteers from Thinksabio also pitched in to help us. And one of the top 10 DBAs in the IBM is one who is also assisting us to Thinksabio. Anyway, here if you see, these are the institutions which newly bought, these stocks. And then you want to take a look at it. These 546 institutions newly entered into Tesla, right? All that kind of the stuff, So quarterly, and then individuals in all institutions and other reports here, reduced shares, all this, whatever you are experiencing there, right? Reduced shares are count since last 2 quarters. Who are all reducing their shares, and I think we have all the status reduced or increased from the last 2 quarters. Just last 2 quarters, what's the behavior? Who is increasing and who is reducing, and this particular stocks from the last 2 quarters. Because this is reports, that's why you have limited functionality. But when you get to the search, you can do whatever you want to do it. So likewise, here you can say top 10, and out of top 10, who are all the newly bought hedge funds on that particular stock. Remember we have only top 10 or top 9 hedge funds, and who are all the top out of 10? How many of the hedge funds newly bought these particular stocks? Right? Those are the things you will be exploring in this particular section. Pretty much same. Whatever you are doing in our old web should be the same as here. Right? So let's move to dividend summary is also there, and sector-wise allocation. We wanted to see how institutions have done, their sectors allocation. Right? All that information, we have provided here. for every stock for all the institutions. Okay, so that's the one, and that's pretty much. I know there's a lot more you can explore, but it's the same behavior as what we were doing in our world web. Okay, so now let's get back to our the most critical feature is called search. Okay, so this is the most critical part. You know, so you can save your search or you can delete and whatnot. Here is the beauty of Thinksabio comes into the picture. Sky is the limit when we say it. Really, sky is the limit. So you can search by whatever the criteria we have right now. Of course, we can add more later. So I can search by symbol, and I wanted to go by individual statistical report. This is what you are doing in our Telegram group right now. You are coming every day and asking, give me individual statistics. Here, I'm going to say Tesla as our favorite stock, right? So I'm going to submit, and you will get it, the report about Thinksabio. Right, the same as what you are experiencing in our world web, right? But here is the beauty: you can go by sections. You know, somebody don't want to care about 10 weeks moving average, so you go wherever you want it. Or you want to see all, just say open all. It's going to open everything for you. Right? So whatever you have, and I can close everything, and I can go only the one that I wanted it. And here it gives the description of the Tesla, what it does, right? This is coming from third party, right? And of course, the rest of them we are integrating. And here the forecast, what you are already seeing, based on the current market, we will be predicting it. Nothing is, as you know, it's only a prediction algorithm, right? And here we say, excellent, what was the reason why we concluded it, okay? And institution counts, as always, it should be the same behavior. Maybe it's better than your old report, perhaps, to read it out. So here, the quick high-level summary of institution counts. Institutions, so how many we have, how many reduced, whatnot. Out of top 10, what's their behavior, right? And top 10 institutions, how many did what? Increased, newly bought, no change, reduced. And price history. The same as what we have, right, in our current web. What is the 52-week high? What is the last sale? What is the year beginning price? And 52-week low, lowest price in 5 years, lowest price date, and lowest, whatnot. Here is the moving averages. Here the beauty is we are bringing the volume. So we'll be giving you the volume details also, what you don't have in your current ISR report. So here we take the average volume of the that particular week, and then we'll show you what is the weekly volume average, right? And here we take the monthly averages, and we'll show you the monthly averages, and we'll show you the dollar amounts and all that stuff, right? And here is the comparison of quarterly, same as what you have been experiencing. Nothing should be new. So institution counts, what is the average price of Tesla in Q4 2018? Is $64 back then. And then how it eventually, in Q19, it's 47, and then, whatnot, right? Q3, Q4, and all that stuff. And how the institution behavior changed is what we are showing here. And then institution shares and, all good stuff. And here we are giving the details of what is the total and how the total is going to match up with this one, right? Same as what you have. And top 10 hedge funds who are into it, and, what is their story. And recent transactions, are there any? If so, let's reflect who bought or sold or whatever it is in Tesla. And as usual, you have the web link. You can see it and what they're doing it, and you can close it too. And top 10 institutions and their story. So this is the same behavior what you are seeing in ISR in our current one. So, and one thing which we will be embracing in the next releases or two is we will be getting the latest news of Tesla also. Right now, unfortunately, the API that we are partnering with the vendor is only bringing 2020. I know they're improvising it, but within the next whatever month or two, you will be seeing another section called latest news of Tesla. Whichever stock you are searching, you will see your latest news also, so that you don't have to go to Google or whatever. So we are trying to be a one-stop show for investors, so that you don't have to go. Of course, you can go to Google, but we will be providing you whatever the your Webull or Robinhood, whatever they are getting the news. We should be probably be matching with them, probably, I would say, or confident. So that is the behavior of ISR Thinksabians. I hope you will love it because you can do unlimited search. You are unstoppable at your search, whatever you are doing. So I'll bring up one more, or maybe, and then see, it's the same behavior, right? And here you see whatever the institution counts, whatnot, all the stuff. I know this one, the description is, they are sending us the wrong. We already notified them, but it's their API, error. They are going to fix it. But again, as you know, Thinksabio is displaying whatever the information we get it either from SEC or from, the third-party vendor for the pricing. Okay. So I know there will be few things you may be finding as well, but we will be loving to embrace your findings, and we are courageous enough to fix it. We are ready for your challenges, whatever you find it. And we are here to fix everything, and we want to make our Thinksabio as a robust and reliable and the most trustworthy product that you can think of. And remember, we are building together. So this is the same story. For any report you open, you will see the same old story, right? Everything at your fingertips. That's pretty much on the ISR part. Okay. Now let me go to the next one. This you already seen, trending stocks. You can also see it from your search, from search location also. Remember, we have seen when you click reports, you will get the trending stocks. But if you want to go through symbol, search, when you are in search page, you wanted to know trending stocks, you can still do it. Simple, right? So that is the one in search one. That's one thing. And now compare symbols. I know just a few minutes ago, I remember in a Telegram group, somebody was asking, the difference. Somebody was asking, I remember somebody was asking the comparison between two symbols. I forgot what was that. Let me see it. Yeah, no, not FIBO. After that, somebody asked AM. Yeah. One second. I remember somebody asked. Somebody asked the comparison between two symbols. Yeah. See here, somebody asked, AMAT versus MU. So let's see how you can accomplish this through compare symbols. So he wanted to know AMAT versus which one? What was the other one? MU. MU. So how do you do it by yourself if you want to do it? And you can put more than one, but right now let us see what he is asking. Right. So this is exactly what we were doing already when we give this portfolio. This is exactly what we are doing, and this the same behavior we'll be doing it in our new web too, right? At your fingertips. So you see AMAT, there were institutions count is this is how their institution count is looking. So based on this, you should be able to make a decision. I'm thinking maybe he wants to know which one to invest out of these two, or whatever you want to do it. You want to compare it. So AMAT has 1,332 institutions latest, and MU has 1,155. Whatever the reason you are trying to make a decision, you wanted to go by possible growth, or you wanted to go by institutions, how this count is going up, or whatever the things you want to do. And how many hedge funds are against the stock that you are asking. Right, out of 10, we have top 10 hedge funds. What is their behavior? Right? And all 9 yards you can do it, and they're who invested it, and who are all the top 10 into your Micron and rank 2. I'm going to show you same behavior but at your fingertips. Right, this is the feature of compare symbols. You can do more than one too. I wanted to compare NIO, I want to compare XPEV, I want to compare Workhorse, and I want to compare Nikola. And tell me which one, or how am I going to make the decision, right? Well, here is what I would be doing it. Well, NEO has 565, and Workhorse has 242 institutions, and Nikola has 234 institutions, and I have XPEV has 215 institutions. Whatever the way you are considering to make your decision, or you want to go by possible growth. You all know possible growth we calculate based on the 52-week high. It doesn't mean it will go, or if it is less, doesn't mean it can go high. It's just a prediction based on the 52-week high. So among 52-week high, if we go, Nicola has the highest chance. Whether it will go or not, nobody knows. But it's only a prediction algorithm, right? So you do it whatever you want. You can do a compare symbols, right? So, and then you take it from there. Who are all there? Do it. Okay, so that's the compare symbol team. Thinksabio. So then that too, and you wanted to, you have a feature verify symbol versus institution, right? For example, you wanted to see particular symbol. Let's say you wanted to know whether NIO or SE is present in one of the institutions you are dreaming. Let's say you wanted to know whether Morgan Stanley has these. Just whatever institution you think of. Does Bailey Gifford has the stocks that you are about to invest, but you wanted to know the stock that you are about to invest is present in one of your favorite institutions. That is the behavior of you verify your symbol versus the institution that you love or that you have conviction for. So that's why you come here, you put the symbol that you are planning to invest or research or whatever, and then give the institution which you are dreaming of or who you believe, who you trust. I wanted to know, intracoastal is there. I don't know if intracoastal has a 13 FHR. If not, he won't be here. Let's see if Sabi is here. Yeah, Sabi is here. I wanted to know if any of these three institutions were present in the symbols that I selected. Well, so Morgan Stanley has SC apparently, and they have in Q3 they have 4 million. They increased to 6 million, right? And Bailey Gifford, of course, has CE Limited. That's where we picked the stock also, and he has reduced a little bit. And NIO, Morgan Stanley has it too, and they have 4.8 million in Q3, and now they have 5.3. They also increased it 11%. And NIO, Bailey Gifford has undoubtedly 108. Now he has 107. Whatnot. Here you have the beauty is you can increase the quarters, and then oops, it's not working right now. Maybe there could be a bug, but we'll fix it. But you can see their quarter three, 3 quarters, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. You wanted to know what their Morgan Stanley behavior. Quarter 2 he has 4 point, and then he has 4, whatever. So if you look at here, right, Bailey Gifford, he has 97 million. He is increased to 108. I'm positive he has taken some profit, maybe a million or whatever, and then he left the remaining NIO right now here. So when the Q1 comes on May 14th or 15th, you will be able to see what the institutions are doing. So the whole idea is, the Thinksabio makes a difference is if you go to any other or competitor websites, you may call it Fintel or whatever, Guru Focus, they don't provide as detailed as we are providing over here. We are simplifying it and we are giving you the numbers so that you can make a decision what Bailey Gifford is doing, whether I can follow him or her, right? Or Kathy Dewood, what is she doing? And do I believe her? If so, I wanted to follow her religiously, or whoever you want to follow. So we are making the data presentation very simple. That's where the uniqueness is. We're not doing anything, anything different. All we are doing, the presentation of data is unique. That's the Thinksabio's unique or unprecedented, you may call it. So what am I going to do with the data that I have? I am going to make a decision based on what the institutions have done. That's all it is, whole game plan, right? This is the behavior of symbol versus institution. I hope this will be very useful, right? You pick your symbol, you select the institution. That's all. Let's move on to the other one, moving averages. I think it's all, whatever the moving averages symbol that you wanted to know. I wanted to know NIO moving average. I wanted to know JMIA, right? I wanted to know DADA, I want to know TRVG moving averages. You have it there in the reports too, but you can do search here. You can just finish it up real quick. What's the story, right? Here we show you your moving averages. Whenever you ask, as usual, we show the hedge counts and your total institution counts and, hedge hero, whatnot, all the good stuff that you may be requiring to make a decision, right? So this is the moving averages through search option. The next one is, Dow theory. You can come here, submit, and you can, find out whatever you want to. Whatever you are doing in reports, you should be able to do in search too. So I'm not spending too much time on that, given the time limits. You can also, search all institutions by count symbol, right? This is the little, time-taking one, but it will optimize this query as well as we move forward because it's bringing all symbols, literally, right? And then you have the counts and all 9 yards, right? And you can also, if you want to go back and see the previous quarters, you can also do it. Anything you want to do it, you can do it here. You can go back. That's the beauty of a dynamic website, right? You can also go and see quarter 2020, 18, 19, whatever, for your favorite symbol. You can come and select only the symbol that you want or the price you want, whatnot. I wanted to know all stocks which are $25, and the YTD should be minimum. I want 50%, and I want the sector basic industry, right? This is my criteria. From all the symbols that I have, I wanted to pick these things, right? Now you come here, your selection criteria is basic industry, maximum price should be under $25, right? You see here, your last sale should be under 25, and minimum YTD. So far this year, from January till date, I want all stocks which has given minimum 50%. You see here, all stocks are given more than 50% this year, between January, February, March, and till date. So I wanted to make a decision. Where am I going to invest, perhaps? And then, you see the institution count also here. And then you make the decision. And there are so many filters. Sky is the limit when I say it. How many institutions count changed, whatnot. You can do it. We don't want to go through all. If it will take the whole night to show every one of the feature, right? But this is the behavior. You can do anything you want. Whatever the best stocks you want, you can select here. So these stocks, it's only 3 months and 15 days in this year, and they have already given above 50% returns. All these stocks. So take a deep look into it. Which one you will be interested in. And then you may want to say my minimum institution count or the minimum, the minimum institution count, I want at least 300 institutions. Do I have any institutions matching my criteria? You see it. Oops, probably don't have, or, maybe it's not working. I don't know, one of those things, but you can put the filters and then, you try it out, whatever the, conditions you have it here, and, check it out, right? So those are the features under the total institution counts. And then Dow theory, I think we talked about. Here you can get all symbols, just the same as all institution counts too. You can get all symbols, you will get it here. If you want to know all symbols, whatever we have, you can query it and you can get everything. This is pretty much same as, the same behavior as all symbols. Yeah, the all symbols, you can get all symbols that we have in our database. And then you can take a look, you can put the filters and then take a look at which one you will be interested in, right? You can select the institutions and, whatnot, and then you make a decision. These are the pretty much all symbols we have in our system. We have 14,000 symbols we have. So you'll be looking at all of them, whatever you want, you can apply the filter. And one of the best things that I want to do in general is I wanted to look minimum 50% this year, current year, and I want at least 100% in the 1 year, and I want 200% in last 5 years, right? That's the crazy criteria I put so that I can get all positive growing stocks, right? And they are like evergreen stocks. The YTD is minimum 50% so far this year. And last year, from today till last year, they have given 100, whatever, 100 above. And then 5 years this is generally I look at it when we are looking some good picks and all. So these are proven track record, right? Because they are never been negative, either current year or last year or 5 years ago. So you may want to take a deep look into it, right? So and see what are all the institution counts. Do you make, are you comfortable, whatnot? Here we'll also introduce sector Tindi count, which we'll do it later, so that you will have latest 2 quarters and sector Tindi, so you can make a decision pretty quick whether you want to move forward. They're pretty greenery stocks. And, you can select the industry also if you want. So, sky is the limit. So that's pretty much here. And then we'll go to institutions real quick. And here is what you probably don't have, or few people are asking individual institution report. I love Bailey Gifford, so I wanted to see what all his transactions are. So boom, this is same as what you have Right now in our world web, we are restricting it because we are only giving few reports of the institution. But right now, sky is the limit. Whatever institutions we have, 13 FHR, you go and then you click it. Whatever you want, you will get it. ARC investment management, you want it, whatever, right? Everything at your fingertips. And you want to see their whole history, you can go ahead and do it. We have data until where we started. Individual institution report, right? So as usual, what are all the stocks he increased, and here shares, you can sort it out and then see where he has increased, from where to where, right? If you look at it, Bailey Gifford, ARC Investment Management, he increased from 188 shares in Q3 to 481 in Shopify. So, likewise, you can see what are all the increases she has done. Kathy Dewood, the economist, right? You can do whatever you want to do it under this is called IAR, like ISR. This is the individual institution report. You can type whichever institution you know or you love, and then just click it and click submit. It's there. Bailey Gifford, and where did Bailey Gifford sir increased his most of his shares? Data. Oh, that's why we are emphasizing this data many times, because his conviction, our conviction on him has proved with JMI, NIO, it took to the next level. And that's why, we are talking too much about data. If somebody is wondering why we talk, Bailey Gifford investing has no kidding. We are very serious. We have seen his results, undoubtedly, undeniably. So he has increased like crazy on this data. Okay. So that's why, you may want to take a deep look into this data. And of course, we know JD.com has a 51% stake in Dada, and Walmart has, some stake in Dada. This is an online delivery grocery in China. So Bailey Gifford investing must have a significance. There is no doubt. You may have to wait with abundance of patience, but I'm pretty confident this will do its job. Anyway, so likewise, if you see it, Moderna, he has increased his shares, from 7 million to 24 million. No kidding. So that's almost, if you look at the investment wise, approximately this is 2.4 billion or 2.4 billion he has invested. We need to truncate this decimal. So you can see, pretty much 2.4 billion approximately. We don't know exactly the price. So we take the average price from the Q4, right? And we will calculate 24 million shares times the average price, because we don't know exact price what he has given for it. So this is approximation, right? So this is how you will be making the decision. VRM, we talked about it. You see whoever the institution you love, you just go here and then put the institution. That's it. You may want to know Goldman Sachs. You go ahead and put Goldman Sachs. As said, 5,900 or whatever, 5,800 institutions at your fingertips to pull the data at any given time, 24/7, 365 days, unless there is a maintenance work required. That's an excuse. Right? That's the IIR. Let's keep moving forward. And here is another beautiful one which you would love. You wanted to compare institutions. I wanted to know what Bailey Gifford and Kathy Dewood, they both commonly invested, or what are the stocks they both invested in the same stock. That is the compare institution, is the behavior expected here. This is very useful. I love Bailey Gifford and I love, ARC investment management, right? So I wanted to know what are the common stocks they both bought it, right? That way, I believe in Bailey Gifford, I believe in ARC. So if they both buy, then I'm going to buy too. I'm religiously going to follow those two. Oops. Maybe a bug. Sorry about it. See, Bailey Gifford. Okay, sorry, that was a bug. So let's look at it. Microsoft, they both have it. Bailey Gifford has it, ARC Investment Management has it. So these are the common stocks, they both have it. That's what I wanted to know, so that I will see if I would be interested in. Because these two institutions I religiously follow as gods, if I am. Or if you have more than one institution, you can as well add whoever your favorite institution. And if they all have this if this stock, only then this will be shown in this report. If they all institutions, whoever you selected, if they all invested in the stocks, then it will show this report. That way you have the conviction. Well, I know Bailey Gifford, ARC Investment, and they both invested in these stocks, boom, I'm going to invest as well. Whatever your belief system is, right? So this is the behavior of compare institutions. When you compare more than one institution, it will give you the stocks that they all have in common, period. Right? And of course, here you have filters, whatnot, all the good stuff, right? So here, I can have more than one institution. I can say Bailey, and I love Renaissance, and of course I love Citadel, and I love ARC, for example, right? And ARC Investment Management. If they have common stocks, okay, I think there's some bug over there. We'll definitely get it fixed. The first time, I think it's not coming up. Apologize for that. Renaissance Technology and Citadel and ARC Investment. I think the first time there is a bug. I'm sorry, we'll get that fixed. So these are the 4 institutions I believe religiously. And these 4 institutions have this in common. These are the stocks, they all have it. So I want to take a deep look at it. Why they have all 4 having? I'm sold. I'm going to pick some of them. Okay. And then I come here and then say, well, I can only afford whatever the stocks they have. I can maximum afford is $50 stocks. Do I have anything in $50? Okay, maybe this could be. Let's take a look at it. Okay. I don't know if they don't have 100 or there may be I think they have, the first time I think it's not working, but anyway, these are the stocks which are 100, below $100, right? Or let's go back and let's try again. I'm going to put, I can only afford $25 range if they have any. Okay, I think 25 is not coming up. Let's look, $50. Okay, I'm sure there is some bug. I'm positive we'll fix that one. And but anyway, if it's put 100, I think we got some results. So let's take a look at it. Okay, we have some under $17 also. So definitely there was bug. We'll get that fixed. So these are the stocks which they have. PR, HUA. I loved this one. I remember seeing this stock. See, these 4 people have it. No brainer. Bailey Gifford Sir has, ARC has, and Renaissance has, Citadel has. If I have money, I would definitely invest here, undoubtedly, right? So this is the conviction. I'm going to do it through compare institutions fashion. Okay, so that's the behavior of compare institutions. So, and here same as here you already checked symbol versus institution, same behavior, institution versus symbol. And here you can go by institution counts by symbol. Here you're going to get all the institution counts by symbols, right? This is all the symbols that we have. This is same as what we have seen in symbols when you get at the institution, same behavior, right? So, and institutions, you wanted to know overall increased it, or they want you want to know how many of the institutions increased shares, or both. You have the option to do whichever you want, right? And you wanted to know 3 quarters. And these are the last 4 quarters institutions count, went up consistently, right? So I wanted to know, this is very important feature, my Thinksabians, because I wanted to know, from the last 6 quarters, which are all the institutions which increased their shares. Which increased their counts. If you see here, it counts went going up and up every quarter. So that means the institutions have a lot of conviction on these stocks, right? And these are the stocks I may want to take a deep look into. AMT, somebody asked earlier. So the last 6 quarters, institutions have been consistently increasing the count. That means there's some potential on it, right? Tesla or NVDA, Amazon, whatnot, right? This is very important feature. I would strongly think that one may want to pay attention, because if institution count is going up, there might be a lot of significance why, many institutions are keep increasing their investment in that particular stock. So you may want to, remember Uber we talked about a long time ago. That time was only 5 quarters increase was there consistently. But if you look at now, from the last 6 quarters, institutions are consistently increasing their count, which means there's a lot of potential on it. So, right? So that's how you look at it, consistently increased by count. And here you have a beautiful option. You can put how many quarters you wanted. I wanted only, somebody may want it to say, okay, I want some 8 quarters, right? So you may want to look at who are the institutions which increase consistently 8 quarters. There's no kidding. Why they increased 8 quarters consistently on these stocks? You may want to pay deep attention or deep look into it, right? And again, now you go to, price range, and then you select what the price range you can afford or we can afford, and then you can do it. Okay. If you see any kind of, incorrect behavior or the filters, you please notify us. We will definitely get it fixed, right? This is the behavior of institutions increased count, right? And you can also likewise go and then say who bought newly. You wanted to know it, then you can click it here. Whatever you want. The share types are 5 types. Remember we talked about it: increased, reduced, newly bought, sold off, reduced. There's only 5 transactions anybody can do, either you or institutions. So those 5 types we brought it here. So here, if you see Tesla, right, in Q3, there are 454 institutions newly bought. Now there are 546 institutions newly bought. This is newly bought, as you see here, right? So likewise. So likewise, you can do whatever you want, and the same behavior for top 10. And I know we talked about sector Tindi. Whatever you are doing there in the reports, you do the same thing through search option too. So it's no big deal. You can go back 1 week, and you can see what are all the reports. All the good stuff, right? This is and then by sector wise, if you want, you wanted to know how this, which sector, how these institutions has allocated. You'll see by sector wise who are all the institutions are there, and all their counts and all that good stuff. You are interested in only in basic industries. You want to know, what the institution counts are, whatnot, right? So you can do so much to explore Thinksabio. Sky is the limit. When I said it, you may be laughing, but right now is the eyewitness. You can do whatever you wanted. So who are all consumer services, who are all into it, right? So likewise, you can do here. You can select whatever the sector you want, or you want to, sector. You want to know only top 10 hedge funds, what they did with the transportation sector, right? So top 10 hedge funds, what did they do? So you can go and figure that out. There's so much to explore. I know we have very limited time. So SEC Insiders, I think we talked about it in the reports too. You have, but in the search too, you have the same behavior pretty much. There's not much difference. So because we wanted to give you everywhere the option available, and here you can go to price, and I can only afford between 5 and I can afford only $25 range. You tell me what stocks do you have. Okay, so these are the stocks which are in my particular range. Then again, here I go and put some filters. Hey, in that range, I wanted to tell me what are all the stocks which gave 50% returns thus far in this year. Well, so these are all the stocks which gave above 50%. So I can afford that price range, perhaps. So you make the decision based on that particular. Okay, these are all the stocks which are $25 range, and they already proved their mettle by giving 50% within 3.5 months. Right? So I may want to take a deep look into it and then see what and then I look at the counts. The beauty is everywhere the counts are there. And of course, we will add sector Tindi count also in the next release or whatever. The next, and then you will have the decision capability right then and there, period. You should be able to make a decision. Okay. So these are all the stocks which given above 50% returns, and the price range is between this and this. That's pretty much. Okay, so this is the price range exclusive search criteria. And this is another beautiful feature, I think, which we can say proudly. Here is like a build your own sandwich kind of an attitude, build your own. Here we dreamt of doing so much, but unfortunately we couldn't do. Here there is another feature, advanced filters will be coming up in the forthcoming releases. So with there, you can really say sky is the limit. sky is the limit. But for now, unfortunately, we couldn't do it. So right now we live with standard filters, right? So here also you can do whatever, you can build your own. I wanted to have, minimum last sale, $10. No, actually max last sale, I can afford only $25 at the most. And the minimum growth should be 50%, and 1 year growth should be 100, and this one should be here. And sector, I would pick basic industry. Give me any stocks matching my criteria. Build your own stock, right? So these are the two stocks matching my criteria. Max price is under 25, right? This is $2 and this is $20, and minimum YTD should be minimum 50%. Yes, they have one gave 56%. My goodness, AMTX gave 630. I think we already posted this AMTX stock. This gave 634% in this year. That's far. So this is the criteria. You can build your own, right? Whatever the criteria you have over here, you can select. And I want minimum 200 institutions. And I mean maximum. Sorry, I would take minimum, not minimum. I'll take minimum 200 institutions I want. And my last sale should be $15. And I want the minimum growth should be at least 30%. And 1 year growth should be at least 100. And this could be, I still say 100. Okay, tell me, what do you have? Well, there's so many stocks which are matching my criteria. Minimum YTD is 30%. Okay, beautiful. And 1 year growth and minimum price is $15. So I can afford perhaps. So that's where you'll be doing it. Then I can put a maximum price. If I wanted it, I go back, right? And I'll say, okay, maximum price I can afford is $15. And minimum YTD I wanted 50. And this is 100, this is 250. And minimum institutions, I want at least 200 institution counts. Does this match any criteria? There's only one guy who is matching, this particular criteria, right? So likewise, whatever you want to do it, you will go ahead and do it. So that's the build your own feature, my friends. So with that, I think, for now we can conclude. There's so much you can explore on your own. This is for now the features that we can talk about it. With that being said, I thank you everybody. Now I think we can open for QA. If anybody wants to comment or talk or add your feedback, whatever you want to do it.